my name is Megan McCormick. I am a biology major, and I will be reading about gun ownership. My topic today is gun ownership and how it should be highly regulated. My specific purpose is to persuade my audience that gun ownership should be regulated to ensure that they are used for appropriate circumstances, despite the idea that they promote a self-defense system. Gun ownership has been a debated topic in the contemporary political system, which was supported by the Second Amendment. It was mainly established to help citizens to fight against the federal government during the colonial period. Ownership of guns should be restricted to specific people who qualify it for essential purposes. Gun ownership should be regulated to enhance safety among people, to reduce crimes and avoid suspicion and accidental injuries, which promotes responsible usage of guns to strengthen security. Gun ownership creates fear and suspicion amongst people. Hence, it should be highly regulated. When people possess guns without any restrictions, it instills fear among people as they can easily kill one another. Some people are slow to anger, which can make people use their guns irresponsibly with slight irritation. Hence, it creates fear among the society. As not everybody can acquire guns, therefore creating an inequality which might pose those with guns to take control and act superior to those without guns. It might also be suspected to commit various crimes even without doing it. Usage of guns in a democratic nation should then be left to those with authority and only applied when they are supposed to. Failures which laws should enforce to protect innocent and mistaken killings among people. This will also help the armed forces to execute their duties without contradiction from other people with guns. Regulation of guns will also help to stop an increase in criminal activities, which will create a peaceful society. Many crimes are committed with firearms, such as bank theft and armed robbery, which makes it hard for police officers to deal with them as they are both armed. It enhances confidence in criminals, hence stimulating the rise of criminals who are willing to take risks to venture into crimes. Regulation of guns will create a fair and efficient system that will be reliable enough to monitor the people owning guns and then follow their serial numbers in accordance with law. This will help in avoiding many possible crimes, as monitoring will be easily done to identify the culprits. It will also help police officers and other security personnel to deal with criminals effectively without fear of losing their lives. Countries should take necessary federal laws to administer the regulation process and further following to ensure that every individual with guns has identified himself or herself with respective administration. Gun ownership regulation also helps to improve the safety of people by decreasing the rates of homicides and suicides. When many people own guns in contemporary society, where people are faced with psychological depression and conflicts between friends and also in family issues, many cases can result in suicides or homicides. The contemporary generation is somehow weak psychologically, which makes them make promoted decisions without considering the implications. Many cases of suicides and homicides have been reported even to those who are allowed to own guns. Therefore, restricting gun circulation and other firearms will reduces such cases among the society, hence enhancing the safety among people. In conclusion, gun ownership should be controlled to ensure that people who own guns are limited in accordance with the purpose of the guns. This will create a society free from suspicion and accidental shootings, reduce crime rates, as well as enhancing safety through decreasing suicide and homicide cases. Thank you for your time.